Okay, so I've started the recording. Today we're going to be doing a beginner's Spanish lesson. My name is Jasmine, and my student today is Journey. If I were to introduce myself in Spanish, I would say Me llamo Jasmine. ¿Cómo está? Meaning, how are you? Could you say that, Journey? Could you say, ¿Cómo está? Me llamo Journey.
Journey.
Good. Awesome. So today we're going to be going through a few beginner-friendly phrases and terms in Spanish. Feel free to stop and ask me questions as we go. And I'm actually going to start sharing my screen. So let me know when you can see the presentation.
Así.
You can see it? Okay, I got to figure out how to move it. Okay. All right, so today we're going to be going over learning Spanish para principiantes, meaning for beginners. And this is for my college Spanish 2 class. So this is a table of contents. Indice means contents in Spanish. We're going to go over greetings, numbers, colors, common phrases, and then we'll do a review at the end. And I have the um, translation for each of these terms next to them just for your reference. So greetings in Spanish is saludos, numbers is números, colors is colores, common phrases is phrases comunes, and then review is repasar. So the first saludos we're going to do is what we were just practicing. So this is how you would greet somebody in Spanish if you're meeting them for the first time. So you would say, Hola, me llamo Jasmine, ¿cómo estás? Can you do that again?
Hola, me llamo Jasmine.
No,
¿Cómo
you would say your
estás?
name.
Oh.
And the L is like a Y sound in Spanish. So instead of mi llamo, you would say mi llamo.
Hola, hola, me llamo Journey. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes, great. And then I would say muy bien, meaning very good. Me llamo Jasmine, something like that. So that's how you would greet your friends in school. If you want to greet them in Spanish, you could say hola, ¿cómo está? And that's a common way to say hello, how are you in Spanish. So these are some more common phrases. Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, and adios. Do any of these look familiar to you?
Buenos dias, hola, and adios look familiar.
Familiar. Okay, awesome. So um, these are four common for greetings in Spanish. And so that's what this says right here. It says, Estos son cuatro saludos comunes en español. So here you can see we have hola equals hello, buenos días equals good morning, buenas tardes equals good afternoon, and adios equals goodbye. And here I'm just going to ask you if you could repeat any of them that you can remember by heart. So hola en español significa hello in inglés, meaning hola in Spanish means hello in English. That's what that means. Do any of these, can you remember what those mean? Do you know what hola means?
Hello,
Hello? Correct. Yes. What about adios?
goodbye.
Yes. Good job. See, you're learning fast. You're doing wonderful. Okay, so now let's move on to numbers or números. These are probably pretty easy for you because you may have already learned these in preschool or in kindergarten, first grade. Can you read any of these numbers?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Good job. So you're familiar with those?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think I have another page. Do I? Let me see. No. Um, but since you already know those, we can move forward to colors. So these are just some basic, really common colors in Spanish. Rojo is red, azul is blue, amarillo is yellow, verde is green, negro is black, and blanco is white. Are any of these familiar to you?
All of them.
You said all of them? You're familiar? Good. Okay. So I'm going to test you. So, este es el color rojo. In inglés is red. So that just basically means the color red in English is red. I mean, not red. The color rojo in English is red. Do you remember any of the Spanish versions of these colors?
Blue is azul, black is negro, white is blanco, yellow is amarillo,
Yeah, good job.
and then green is verde.
Friday. Yes. And in Spanish, the word or the letter V sounds like a B sometimes. So you would say verde instead of verde. So just keep that in mind. Some words and letters sound different in Spanish than they do in the English language. And then we're just going to go over a few common phrases, phrases comunes. Estes son tres phrases comunes. So we have three common phrases that you should know. I feel if you ever take a vacation to a Spanish-speaking country, or if you want to learn how to communicate something basic to somebody in Spanish, these are three really basic terms that you should know, and you should know the meanings of them. So the first one is ¿Cómo estás?, which we already went over. That means how are you? The second one is ¿Dónde está? And I added el baño because that just means where is the bathroom? I think that that's something that you may want to know if you're ever traveling to a Spanish-speaking country because you're always going to want to know where the bathroom is. And then ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much? So if you're ever out shopping and you want to know how much is the water, you'd say ¿Cuánto cuesta agua? Something like that, so that they would know that you're trying to figure out how much the water costs. Are any of those familiar to you? Okay, good. Okay, so in for review or for repasar, we went over the communist um, terms. So, hola, different greetings and saludos. Hola, buenos dias, buenas tardes, and adios. We went over colors, rojo, azul, verde, negro, amarillo, and blanco. We also went over some basic numbers, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, which you already pretty much know. And then we went over some basic phrases. So phrases comunes. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Dónde está? And ¿cuánto cuesta? Do you have any questions before we log off?
Um, no.
Do you remember how to do your greetings? So if you have any friends in your class that speak Spanish and you want to say, "Hi, my name's Journey. How are you?" Do you remember how to say it?
Um, Olo, no. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Mhm. And then you'd say, "Me llamo Journey." Or you could start it like that. You could say, "Hola, me llamo Journey. ¿Cómo estás?" And then they'd say, "Hola, muy bien. Me llamo Leilani. ¿Cómo estás?" And then they would ask you the same thing. How are you? And that's how you could start off a conversation. Was there any other fun things that you know how to say in Spanish already?
Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, nueve, and I forgot the others.
Do you know any phrases? Any like things you could say as a question or any like fun things you know how to say in Spanish?
Manzana necesita ayuda.
What does that mean?
The apple needs help.
The apple needs help. I love that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to take my Spanish class for beginners for my college course. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Gracias.
Um, gracias.
Gracias. And you can
Oh,
say adios.
oh, adios.
Adios. Bye.